Calendar for the day. The first bill on the calendar today is Senate File 3623. The clerk will report the bill.
Senate File number 3623, an act relating to transportation requiring vehicles approaching school buses to stop for flashing red lights.
I recognize the member from Goodhue, the author, Representative Allen, to explain the bill.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and members. I bring Bill HF 3436 before you today. This bill is about one thing: protecting children. Every morning across Minnesota in rural townships, small towns, and busy suburban roads, children step off of a bus into traffic. They must trust that when those red lights flash, the vehicles around them will stop. Current law references both the flashing red lights along with an extended stop arm. This bill clarifies something that we already know to be obvious. If the red lights are flashing, you must stop. We should never have ambiguity as it comes to children's safety. This legislation removes unnecessary technical language that makes the enforcement clear. It ensures that drivers cannot argue whether the stop arm is fully extended or visible. The visual signal that matters the most is the flashing red lights. This is what triggers the obligation to be able to stop. The bill also members, this is not about punishment. It is about clarity. It's about prevention, and it's about reinforcing the simple rule that every Minnesotan understands. When red lights are flashing on a school bus, you must stop. Our children should never be placed at risk because of confusion in statute, and I respectfully ask you for your support.
There are no amendments at the desk. The clerk will give the bill its third reading.
Third reading, Senate File number 3623.
Third reading. Discussion to the bill. I recognize the member from Ramsey, Representative Hollins.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I stand in support of this bill. I want to thank Representative Allen for bringing this forward. I was in the process of writing the exact same bill when I found out that he had already done it. And I'll tell you why. I have a 7-year-old, and he has to cross a busy street. His bus drops him off at a busy street. And there has been at least 2 times this year when he was almost hit by a speeding car, because the arm on the school bus that he rides doesn't extend all the way. And part of the reason it doesn't extend all the way is because it's been hit by cars previously. So the school bus driver explained the situation to me, and I thought, well, this is just dumb. Anytime you see a school bus, you should be thinking, I need to be careful. I need to look out for children. And what I think this bill does is just bring strong clarity to the language, and hopefully it can be paired together at some point with an education campaign as well as enforcement efforts, because it is absolutely unacceptable for any of our children to be in harm's way. We entrust our kids at schools, we entrust them in the school buses, and even as a parent, when I'm coming to pick them up, I think that they should be able to cross that one street by themselves to meet me on the corner. And what I really hope is that this bill makes it easier for kids to be able to do that. So thank you, Representative Allen. I recommend a green vote.
Further discussion to the bill. I recognize a member from Dakota, Representative Koznick.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Rep. Allen, for the great work that you did on this when the Supreme Court case came out that said that this statute needs some clarification. It was in his district, had some school bus people, and great work on listening to your constituents. Use this as a great reminder to slow down and pay attention when you see the school bus, and then, of course, especially when the amber lights come on, be prepared to stop.
I recognize a member from Goodhue, Representative Allen.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Again, I'd just like to be able to clarify, like I said before, that every parent puts their child on a school bus every morning, and I'm no different. Both my children get on a school bus every morning right in front of our house. And sitting back and hearing this summer of the loophole that was discovered and the ability for these individuals to be able to get out of paying a fine, which I think all of us in this room understand the gravity of putting a child on a bus and expecting them to be able to make it home safely every night. This bill before us gives us an opportunity as a body members to be able to show to Minnesotans that this institution works, that we have the ability to work across the aisle and find commonality. I hope this is the beginning of many more bills to come, and I would highly urge a green vote. Thank you.
Seeing no further discussion, the clerk will take the roll. The clerk will call the names of the members participating remotely.
Anderson P.E.
Anderson P. votes yes.
Anderson P.E. votes aye. Jones.
Jones, aye.
Jones votes aye. Momani Hiltzley.
There you go.
Momani Hiltzley, yes.
Momani Hiltzley, aye. Rarick.
Burke votes aye.
Rarick votes aye.
The clerk will close the roll. There being 133 ayes and 0 nays, the bill is passed and its title is agreed to.